Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you sketch number 24 from 30 Days of Sketches from Christy's Beautiful Life. And the sketch today that we are using is by Dolly Boyd, and the prompt is to use distressed edges. So I have decided to shrink the sketch. I'm going to be using an 8.5 by 11 white cardstock that I pulled from my stash. I'm also auditioning different scraps of paper that I might be able to use for the layout. So here I kind of have the purple family. I'm going to have the gray family, and then I'm going to have like the black polka dot family. So I haven't decided. So I ended up just pulling all of these. This is normally how I start my layouts when I'm doing something using scraps. I just kind of give myself just a few options. And here, I'm just going to audition. Who is going to make the cut? The black polka dots do not make the cut. I will tell you that now. Um, the photo that I'm going to be using is of my oldest stepdaughter and her boyfriend, and it is a New Year's Eve celebration. And there's a lot of, she put a filter on it, so it's very, it has touches of purple. So this is why I went with this particular, this particular, these particular scraps of paper. I did bring in a little bit of the gray, so I'm going to just use a piece of it. I end up using a lot more of it, but not just the gray. But you'll see there, my intentions are to matte it in blue because there is also blue in that striped paper. There's the purple. There's some grid paper that I'm going to end up die cutting that you'll see. It's kind of like a little notebook sheet. So I've gone ahead, matted my paper, my photo, my paper. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I have some things they're kind of a little bit off the screen, but those are some things that I have pulled from my stash, my color bins, my color binder that I think might work for this layout. And the majority of them, with the exception of one of them, makes them on this particular layout. So here I'm just using my T-square ruler to kind of help myself make sure that the photo and that other block of gray paper are even. Gone ahead and I've gotten these from my stash. These are gray. I've colored them gray with just some ink pads that I have, but they're normally off-white. Just know that if you have any of these in your stash, they are super easy to be able to color to if you want it to match or complement your layout or your photos. Many people just use them as is, but just know that you have the ability to color them if you want. So here they're all done. And now I'm going through the stuff on my wax piece of paper here. This is an old, just a cut apart from a pattern paper that I had in my stash. I don't even know which one it was. It was such a long time ago. But it had a ton of these little cut apart tickets, and I just went to town and cut a whole bunch of them. It had them in different colors. So I just love how like that little peep of color just peeks out there. Um, I am going to try to use this die cut that I have in my hand, but it doesn't make it in the layout. That's the one that doesn't make it. Um, I have some white die cut hearts in that little green bowl at the top of the layout, so those will make it on as well. And this is that little flower. It looks like a gray flower, but it's got glitter on it. So because the sketch calls for some not necessarily floral, but it has some leaves. I didn't want to bring that in, but I at least wanted a little bit of of that mood and feel like it was a celebration. So glitter always makes me feel like that. So I didn't have a problem bringing this one in. And I'm just overlapping it just so that it touches that blue ticket and it also touches that grid paper. And I like how that is appealing to my eye as I am looking at the layout. I really like that. Um, that is one thing to keep in mind as you're doing clusters is, you know, you can't go wrong if they're all touching, and you might have to play with it a little bit so that things look appealing to you, but it's a really good way to not like trap any white space or anything like that. And here I'm taking this other die cut. This is from an old either crepe paper or Maggie Holmes paper. Some more cut aparts there, and so I'm just backing it on just some foam, and I'm going to pop that up. You'll see that the photo has a filter on it saying goodbye 2019, like and hello 2020. And so I really didn't want to repeat anything regarding the new year, but I thought this was appropriate, that it was a celebration, and you know that they were celebrating the end of the year. Oh, don't you wish you could have known? Well, maybe you didn't. You wouldn't have wanted to know what was coming for us in 2020, but that's a different story. But here I'm just adding this like little subtitle right on top of celebrate, and it says definitely my inspiration. And then this other little cut apart, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a hexagon punch to fishtail it. And it says all heart, and that's going to go towards the bottom right of the layout, right on top of the grid paper there. I am going to bring in those hearts, I believe, next. Yep, here we go. And I'm going to just place them. I have one that is placed right on the white cardstock, and because the um, the background paper is textured, but the hearts are not, it really does look really nice in person, because it's a definite different texture, right? If it was the same texture, I don't know if I would like it. I have seen other people do wonderful things and they've used the same texture. It doesn't matter. It just, it looks beautiful, but I don't know if I would have liked it on my own layout. But here I'm going ahead and I'm going to start finishing up this cluster just because I don't really know where I want to put the other hearts. So sometimes this is what I do. When I can't figure something out, I just kind of move on, because I know I definitely do like my sprinkly bits here at the end, you know, in the last kind of stages of the layout. And I am using some glue dots here. I end up really messing up the next heart, but I'm hoping that in the page protector nobody will be able to tell. I kind of bent it when I was trying to get it off of that, the glue dot paper. I don't even know what to call it. So, but you'll see I'm going to layer those two. There they are. I'm going to layer those two hearts there, and then I'm going to put some enamel dots off to um, the bottom right of them. And I'm going to do the same thing I'm going to add some more enamel dots to that bottom right hand corner of the photo. And I'm thinking I'm almost done. And then I think I decide to look in the bowl. Yeah. I'm like, oh wait, there's another heart left. I'm like, I might as well use it. So I'm going to put it right at the bottom right hand corner of the photo so that the heart motif even though you can't see the one in the bottom right hand corner, there are hearts, white hearts in each, in three places. Um, oh, and so I got something on, or there was something already on this cardstock. I'm just using the sand eraser recommended by Jennifer McGuire many years ago. It gets stuff off like ink, pen, pencil, it gets it off white cardstock. It's awesome. So here are some of the close-ups. I thank you so much for watching, and I do hope that you'll come back and join me soon. Bye.